Hello everyone, I'm Michael.
And I'm Justin. We are Prego Italia, living our Italian dream. American expats, formerly from California, now living full-time in beautiful Scalea, Italy.
Before we go any further though, we're going to ask that you please go ahead and do as this little button says down here. Go ahead and subscribe if you've not done so yet. It's the easiest way to help the channel grow.
Thank you. We appreciate it. And today we're going to follow some viewer requests we've had, I guess over the past year, many times has come up. People have requested a drive around Scalea video.
Yes.
So we're just out and about on doing different things, and we will be filming driving the different various streets that we go on most often, and some that most people never see as tourists. So
yeah,
we will enjoy that, and we hope you enjoy a full driving tour around Scalea. Enjoy the episode. We're on the back side now of the Baia del Carpino complex we live in, and this is the Petrosa area. So Scalea, of course, is to the right of the screen, and we are proceeding up the country lane area, actually going towards San Nicola Arcella.
Yes.
And here you'll see up on the left, there's a very popular disco opening season, Acadia, so that's over there. So we're still in Scalea, and over here to the side is as mentioned, many different complexes. This area is Petrosa. It goes all the way over towards VFR. So that's that cliff. And we're in the back country area. It's fields here, and coming up ahead in just a little bit, you'll have the border of San Nicola Arcella.
Yes, and I will say that it is actually a rather gray day today, as you can see. It's very weird. It went from being ridiculously sunny to perfect autumn weather.
Yep, and we're still a couple of weeks away from the official start of autumn, so we're just in the...
But you wouldn't know from the weather.
first week of September when we're filming, and it's beautiful and breezy, and Michael will show there's more complexes. And these are all packed up when Scalea. The season is high. And they're all pretty quiet, but... And this is coming up to... Excuse me, that was a little manhole in the road making a noise. So up ahead it will be the junction that to the left will come up to the border of San Nicola Arcella, a little bit farther down, about a kilometer that direction, but we're going to go towards the right here, and this is the, I guess what we refer to as like the country area with pretty villas and big estates with lots of agricultural. Actually, this is the area where the La Rondinella Agriturismo restaurant is. So still Scalea, of course, but a very beautiful...
Sorry about the bumpy footage there, you guys.
Yeah, and you have a nice sea view from up here.
You do.
So this is from the city to now, it becomes like a little nice little cute country lane area, and beautiful houses with lots of vineyards and olive groves. And they go all the way up here to the mountains. Of course, as with many areas, this is an area where wildfires can come in during the summer season, which is a little bit scary. There's a lot of brush up here. So.
Yeah.
But a lot of groves, so it's a nice drive through here.
And the reason why we're doing this video is because, you know, people who watch our channel have said repeatedly that they do like the driving tours. So.
And we're showing you this is an often missed area of Scalea. So it's just a nice little country lane area to show people.
Yes.
Michael will pan here to the right. You should see that beautiful sea view. And as mentioned, there's very pretty pockets of nice villas here, and usually very large parcels with groves and vineyards and different beautiful things that you get with that country feel.
Yeah.
When they're still in Scalea proper address. And coming up ahead, we're going to take a little backside down. Actually, that gets you down to the Centro Storico, which is cool. That's coming up right to the right. I won't pass it today, but if I proceeded farther on this road, I would be pretty quickly down to, as mentioned, La Rondinella Agriturismo, which would be down if I followed straight, but now I'm turning right, and this is the back way to the Centro Storico of Scalea. Once again, lots of
sea right in front of us.
Yeah, so lots of homes up here, so there's still activity and life, and now it's getting a little more condensed, so the country feel has left, and now you'll see, noticing lots of homes down. show the big sea view they get. There you go. So that's why it's a popular area for villa builds. And it gets a little more condensed the closer to Centro Storico we get. So some seem to be on the upscale side, and then others have a little more rustic feel to their homesteads.
For example, look at this pink one right here.
Yeah, a very large villa there.
Huh.
Little offshoot roads, very tight roads because we've been down them before. You'll find villas.
So there's a speed bump coming up, you guys.
Yeah, if you hear the noises, I'm going over drain grates and little manholes, and they seem to be making clink clink noises. So if you do look at a map on our area, you'll notice this area I'm driving up above Centro Storico.
Another pretty.
Yeah, now up ahead we get a really dramatic view and a very steep street. We actually came up in the rain once, which was a mistake coming from the other direction because it was a sheet of water and it was like, oh, we almost hydroplaned. Because it gets pretty steep, as you'll see now, but very beautiful views. So these homes do have a nice view, so I can see the appeal.
I mean, look at the sea view, you guys.
Yeah, so if they want their large villas, this is where they are. And there's Centro Storico, as you see. So we're on the other side of it. And wow, steep. So you can only imagine being caught in a huge downpour, which we were once coming upward. Big mistake. So we've learned our lesson. We pretty much only come down.
If it looks like a waterfall, we stay away.
Yes. And there's a valley gorge there that cuts right through Scalea. We're on the other side of it. There's a little park up here, which is cute.
And once again, sea view.
Yeah, sea views, and this is the back side of Centro. And we will actually drive up to show you the back castle parking lot, which many are familiar with. If you're going to the upper area of Centro Storico, to the right is the area to go down back to the city again. So that's the street down there. And to the left, of course, is down to Centro, down into town. But we're going to go up right here. This is the parking lot that goes up to the back of the castle ruin, the Norman Castle. And very limited parking up here, but if you do visit the castle, this is the way up. And then it's free parking here, which is very limited.
Very limited parking.
But up to the castle's right here to the right. And for folks who live up in this part of Centro Storico, this is where they try to fight for their very limited parking. And there's a church here, so when church services or lots of tourists are here, forget it. And here we go down the little back road to the city again, which I mentioned. And this one gets pretty tight, so never fun to meet a car coming up both ways, because some of these cars are too big and these streets are too small. This is a two-way street. And this is road, sometimes you get the cutest little coat pack that stops traffic, which we've shared before in the past. And there's a funny little thing coming up to the right. It's a famous little thing for a haunted cave.
Nove Croce.
But it's really an air hole from a subway. Our subway. For the subway, for the train.
It's right here.
That's the famous landmark of the Nove Croce. So kids, we've done it before, go up there and they go, oh, the ghosts. And it's really an exhaust for the train air. But it's
not the subway.
But it's fun. Okay, yeah, it's a subway. Silly me. So not the prettiest through here, but it's just a little cut through down, and unfortunately where walls, people spray paint sometimes. So, and that's an old bridge there from the train track that used to run through.
Once again, not subway.
And here we're coming to back down to the city again.
Centro Storico.
Yeah, and if you're familiar with Vigri Restaurant, that'll be coming up ahead on the right, and to the left is the whole Centro Storico lower portion.
Sorry about the shakiness there.
And to the right is Vigri over here, which we go to often enough in the past. by the main parking. And here we go. I'll proceed now.
And just so you
And
guys
there's
know,
Bakery.
Bakery is right there.
Yeah, we're on SS18 now. The Lidos and Beach are right there. We're going to proceed up, back towards Baia del Carpino, and we will drive up via Faro.
Always a fun and scary roller coaster to drive.
And it is only during high season one way, but it is September, so it's back to two-way, and it's the tightest little road. So,
Which basically, one way in Italy means that it should only be one way. However, they never are.
and here's the turn also, which is pretty sharp to make. So, oh boy. And we're proceeding up via Faro, and so I don't hit. I am going to reverse a little, because yes, it is what you have to do when you're turning. And yes, there's other cars coming, but they know the drill, because not everyone's in a smart car. And as mentioned, currently this is a two-way road. Beautiful Lidos down there, Michael. Here comes a car, luckily wide enough, but it's fine. I think it should be one way all year round, personally. But you've got beautiful homes, and as I've mentioned before, if you've ever been to the Hollywood Hills area of Los Angeles, very reminiscent to the streets through Hollywood Hills. So I kind of always smile when I come through, because that's what it reminds me of. But it's also a very prestigious area to live up here on this hill. Beautiful homes.
Prestigious.
Beautiful homes with beautiful villas and views up here. You can show right through there, Michael, without catching me. There's Via Panoramica, which is also a very popular street to live on, with gorgeous views. Michael, show those views. Stunning. And once again, this is a two-way. I've got a car behind me, but cross our fingers, folks, because it's not fun when you meet up with the car. And show some of the driveways of these houses, what they have to deal with.
Oh, well, we've got one.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to
You
really
can show down. Look at the one going up to the left. Insane, I could not drive these, but look at peek down there, Michael, if you can. Wow. These are driveways, folks. Actually, here's one here. Yeah, I don't think so. Beautiful view, but I would not go on that driveway. And here's our famous little viewpoint. Once again hit by tourist time graffiti. Lovely, but it is what it is. Okay, cool. And here we are to the top of Via Faro. And we are up from the top of Via Faro. We are in the area of Petrosa here, so this is an area of a lot of mostly vacation complexes, but very quiet otherwise. And there's some hotel up here with some water park. I don't know the name of that, but you can see the water slides and stuff. So, and the hotel here, I'm sure we'll drive by and see the name, but apparently this is a very popular place with the water park. It looks like a nice hotel though, right here to the left. San Domenico Family Hotel. So I guess that's where a lot of kids are. Obviously by that name, water park. Okay, and we're once again to the right is up that countryway we showed earlier. And here comes the bus. Small bus. Tour bus. And we'll go to the left. We're on the back side of Baia del Carpino complex. And we'll take this road down past Scalea Hospital, which is technically more of a medical center, not an overnight stay hospital. To the right are the gates of Baia del Carpino. To the left is the hospital that I mentioned. Great view, look for a hospital.
Hospital with sea.
traffic as we drive around. Plaza Pranzo time while we're filming this. Here's a nice villa here to the left with a great view of this little peninsula bluff they have to themselves. And here's that viewpoint we filmed out before to the right with the little heart down to the Lidos. Great place for your photos. And once again, we are back down to SS18. And up on the hill of the Via Panoramica. And there's Via Faro again. So where we were earlier with those great views, that's the lovely hillside homes that are up on that beautiful bluff.
With the driveways that are incredibly dangerous.
Yes. And this is our SS18 proceeding down into town toward Calabria. And the Lidos are to the right. To a left here and hop on the backside to the Centro Storico and Piazza Calabria. And Festa
Something or other.
lighting for one of our many festas. And we have the public main huge parking lot right, which is pay spots, of course. And here we have the Any Gas downtown. And Piazza Calabria is actually pretty crowded right now.
Yeah.
At lunchtime with this Lady Cross. Parking can be a nightmare down here. And Piazza Calabria is up ahead, which is the pedestrian area. Here's Green Ice and Jenny's to our left, which we frequent quite often, and you see pizza place that's open during the season.
Right there where the
And we're still at the end of season, and we've got Hotel Genova here. And Bar Genova. The park with Scalea, what is it? Scalealandia amusement park. Parking continues, and to our left is the other side of Piazza Calabria. So if you want to park and go to Calabria Italy or the Calabria, you can either park out here and walk in, or I'll take you down the little tiny streets here. And when I say tiny, I'm not kidding. And I believe these are one way, so you don't have to freak you out too much. And Valaris Siciliane is right up ahead, and throughout here is just little vias. And to the right, we're on the back side of the large pharmacy that's in Piazza Calabria. Parking is really crazy through here. There's Piazza Calabria to the right. Proceeding back down through these itsy bitsy little streets. I tell you, now I know why Fiat 500s, little pandas, and smart cars are made. Now we're going to go through the main commercial flat area of Scalea. Coming up to the right is a little street that you'll find a Uni-Euro down to the right. So Uni-Euro is right down that way, as well as the playa and the beach. Playa restaurants that way. And here we're just on the back side winding through the main commercial area. We're on Via Fiumicino.
That yellow building that you see is Chico 33, which is where we went for Karina's birthday.
Yes, they have outdoor garden party and a B&B. And to the right is the building where they will be placing the farmers market. Every Monday it's huge here.
Yes.
And that's a delightful farmer's market. And here we have to the right is the Deco grocery shop, back towards the beach. We're through Scalea here. And we have one-way patterns, which are easy enough you have to pay attention to and follow. And this is where the main commercial heart is. All the businesses and residential apartment complexes, and bakeries, and so basically if you live in this area you wouldn't need a car because pretty much everything's easy, flat, and walkable.
Yeah.
Like most resort town setups along the beach. Little fruit and veggie stands pop up throughout the city. And to the right, we've got the area where the Municipio buildings are and the police headquarters and such. Church and a school, and it's all to the right. To the left, more shops. So once again, to go to the Municipio, yes, I got that pronounced correctly. That's all down that way to the right, and they all backside face to the SS18. Nice little pottery shop here to the left. Just throughout, you find small mom and pop hardware shops. And there's a Chinese store above Interspark grocery shop to the left, which is popular. And I will continue going straight on these main roads just to give you a good dose here. To the right, La Mose Pizza, and also where the Monday market is would be down that area for parking. And the Monday market for the flea market swap meet type is held right next to the cemetery in a big lot. There's our dentist to the right that we go to, and paint stores. We went there quite a lot during the painting time. And Michael actually goes ahead to a little yarn store here, right, Mikey?
Yeah.
That's right to the side. I'm going to open it. Where Mikey gets his yarn. And nice restaurant we like a lot, we've shown you folks, is the La Bracceria over here to the right.
Right.
And to the left is the Scalea shopping village, but I'll proceed forward. We'll come back to that at a different angle. Just lots of apartment complexes and such throughout. And there's the MD, one of our major grocery shops. We have, I think, like 6 major supermarkets. And this is one of them. We don't really go to MD, but it's very popular with some. So there's the MD market. But we have lots of supermarket choices. Drive yourself crazy and run around town for all the deals if you want of the week. So we're getting in the flats of Scalea, which interestingly there's a lot of large villas put in this area. Michael and I find that strange, but to each his own. But there's a whole area with new villas throughout here. There's a pretty pink one, for example. Look at all these, Michael. Show these grand villas. And this is where they chose to build them. They're huge, very pretty and modern. But for some strange reason, this is where they chose to put them, but not a sea view. They're just out in the agricultural flats with tight lots. I'm going to do a roundabout and head over this way. There's some shopping. Gimme mega store, so I think that's a little bit of everything store. We've not actually been in that shop. That's popular for clothes and such. So to the right, it just keeps going on with lots of homes. So this is still Scalea. We go on and on, but I'm just gonna let you know that's like suburbs here, but properly Scalea still. So it's a very walkable town if you don't have a car and you're fit, because this area is all flat. to the Scalea Village Shopping Center coming from the south direction. We get to it much quicker than this because I took you down and around. So coming from the other direction is much quicker for us. And I'll take you through Scalea Village Shopping Center. We'll just do a drive-through to see how crowded and popular it is. And since we've lived here now a little over 2 years, it has tremendously grown here, and all of the spots have filled in. It's quite popular. We're off season technically now, and this is a nice average day of shopping at lunchtime. Calabria Italy has their Tavola Caldo here, Eurospin's here, Piazza Cina. So this is our happening mall, so to speak. And as you can see, it's hopping. Escalators, very modern building complex. Lots of parking. No shortage of shopping here. Scalea. A little park over there for kids, how cute. This is a home farm here, which is really popular, which he's right by the grocery shop at Eurospin, but he sells his homegrown produce. So cute. Right out of their driveway, and they have a large parcel with a little farm there. We're on Via Lara, proceeding north, one-way street in a certain area. Right now it's two-way still. To our right is where you would proceed to go up to the Conad grocery shop, which we go to often. We won't have to go up there, Michael will just point and show. That ends up right at the Conad. Another popular little garden center to the left. And it's still two-way here. And I can't express how crowded this area was in the summer even to drive through. So it's back to its more peaceful, normal situation. And here is where the two-way ends. You would have to turn left if you wanted to here at the Interspar parking lot. Otherwise, you're just stuck in a one-way now, proceeding north. It's the backside of Interspar. And this is one of the main hubs here of shopping district. To the right will be the train station, which will come up and around too. But if you want to, you would need to head to the train station down to the right. We're going to proceed forward. Lots of apartment complexes here. So residential above all these businesses. Here. So main commercial hub here. Shops, shops, shops. All your needs. Lots of realtors, lots of dress shops, like shoe stores, hairdressers. There's a little rondinella, they're not open right now. There's a little sandwich shop over to the right. Here's Vesuvio here to the left, and Silvana's lovely Pasticceria de Rosas to the right. Photocopy shop, lots of stuff. One more for the bed shops. Still proceeding on Via Lara, north.
Yes. We are coming up to the piazza, which is right down there.
Piazza Calabria would be to the left. We're going to turn up on Via Europa, where the post office is, and then we'll come on the back side of the train station.
Yes.
If you need an office store like similar to North America's store of staples. How do you say that? Centrifugio is all your office and home and school supplies and photocopies. Europa, here you find our post office, the main post office. It's usually very crowded. It's in Italy, that main post office is also a bank. District of Scalea, which are other hillside apartment communities. That's where all the apartments used to be. And you'd also go left to get back to the Piazza Calabria. We're going to turn right to the train station, which is already starting right here to the left. So as you can see, it's very walkable. If you were to come from the train, you can drag your luggage, as we see happen often, and find your way down to town.
And there's the train station right past that train.
Yeah, here to the left is the train station, which is undergoing extensive renovation, so hopefully it'll be very pretty when it's done. And a popular little train food stop here is right at the big Jesus statue. It's a little takeaway stuff from your train ride, and a bakery, and more commercial districts down this way, and a little hardware shop we go to. There's one of the Daniela Pasticerias, the Scalea location. And this kid on my side's quick on his little scooter weaving traffic. Gotta watch out for kids on scooters. Well, if that's a scooter, what do you call that? Razor scooter? I don't know what they call them here. We're now back upon Via Lara, where Michael previously pointed upward to the train station. Tight because people park wherever they want. And then it becomes one way. And to the right are the community buildings, police headquarters, and HBO. To the left is SS18, which is still Scalea, all the way down to Santa Maria del Cedro. Tokyo Sushi's that way, and more resort beachside hotels. We're going to proceed right here going north on SS18. Right through the main commercial hub, so you get a nice taste of that. The buildings up high on the hill in the distance are the Via Faro homes up there on Petrosa. Very, very popular hotel here. Resort Santa Catarina, our biggest resort complex in town. They have a lot of events and conventions there. Let me stop for this lady to cross. And we are through our main hub here of all the SS18 shops. The B&L Bank here, Pasticerias. One of Nancy's Del Brigante shops, one of her many shops. To the left, souvenirs and beach stuff. Lots of realtors are based down here. Small pharmacies, Old Fashioned gelato shops. Nice, they're closed right now. Our veterinarian is down to the right. Our mini vet down that little street. Auto supplies down there. And the toy store that's so busy at Christmas time right now, it's all beach stuff. And La Playa restaurant. right here. Turn slow. And Uniero's to the right. Well, that's one of those 24-hour vending machine shops that we've talked about before that these people cross. You have to pay attention. There's lots of crossing to the beach here, which I'll go over here. Show you the Lidos. Hotel Genova back again is to the right, and that's Calabria. Here to our left is a beautiful park in Fountain, which during the summer you could not find parking down here. Every spot was full, so this is quite a surprise to see it so empty, right, Mike?
Yes.
Bocasara restaurants across the street, which we've shown you all quite a few times. And all of the Lidos, many stay open year round actually. Down there, Old Guarini, which Michael loves their gelatos, to the far left. Many through here, Michael, and I love this historic Palazzo Villa home here. It's beautiful, right on the beach. Needs some help, and it's very pretty. Restaurants and Lidos. Once again, in the summer, you couldn't find a spot here. And Lido Pesce-Spadas to the left, which very nice. Enjoyed that one a lot. And the reopened up Pietro. It's right near L'Ancora to the left. And Pietro, for instance, is open year round, so we can enjoy even on a nice winter's day. Cappuccino by the sea. Hotel Grand Rose has their own Lido tennis club, and their hotel is up there on the right on the hill. We've not stayed there or been in it, but it's very popular. We've heard good things about that hotel. The little hot dog stand's closed for the season. Hope you enjoyed that taste of Scalea, folks. Well, hopefully you folks got to enjoy the drive. You folks got to enjoy the drive around, seeing parts of Scalea that, well, I guess you feel like you're here if you've not been before. And if you've been before, hopefully it brings back some good memories of your time here.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we're going to end this video, you guys, by saying the same thing we always do. Baci, baci.
Baci, baci. Love you all. Thank you for your time.
Ciao. Hey there, everyone. Please be sure to check out our merchandise, now available and in a lot of new styles. Please go to www.prego-italia.com and click the merchandise link. Hey everyone, so we have exciting news. We are now on Patreon, and you can find the link to that right here below.
There'll be the info for you to find us. Patreon, we actually in advance want to thank you very much for your patronage.
Thank you.
Your support will enable us to grow this channel to where we hope it gets to be, and also enable us to travel throughout Italy and share many more experiences with you. So thank you in advance. Baci, baci.
Baci.